What's up, Fig fam? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel. And today we're going to be unboxing Boss Fight Studios Legends of Lucha Libre Premium Series 3 Taya Valkyrie. And this one is gonna be awesome, so stay tuned. All right, guys, we got a good one this week. We're going to be unboxing that new Boss Fight Studio Legends of Lucha Libre Series 3 Premium Edition Taya Valkyrie, and we're going to compare it to the original Taya from Fanatico Series 1. Now, if you are a modern collector, you're going to need what I got right here. It is the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, Modern Edition 2010 to present day. Covers everything from that time period and a picture for every figure. But check this out. In there is the Legends of Lucha Libre Premiums, all the way up to Series 3, the Fanaticos Series 2. I mean, it's up to date of everything that came out and things that are still to come out, because these are not hitting pre-orders yet. So very, very cool. This is my book. Make sure you pick it up now at Amazon.com or click the link below. 400 plus pages and a picture for every figure. It's a great value. But it's not what we're here for. We are here to talk about these bad boys and bad girls right here. Taya Valkyrie is who we're going to be unboxing today first, and I'm excited about it because it's a huge upgrade, it appears, from the original Fanaticos. Now, one thing I'm loving about these boxes is that they are the exact dimensions of Mattel Elite boxes. Now, check this out. Same height. Same exact height. Same exact depth. Everything. Exact. Even where the hook is. But check this out. They even fit in great with your Elites if you do them library style. You want to keep them mint on card? Fits in perfectly, seamlessly in there. So think about that if you're a mint on card collector and you're unsure if you were going to pick these up or not because of the packaging. Fits in beautifully with Elites, and not just this style, all the different styles. I tested it out around the room, but I'm opening them anyway, so what's it matter, right? So first up, we're going to talk about Taya Valkyrie. On the side, it's got the nice little portrait of her. That signature, like grayscale spatter paint they have on there. A glowing image of her right there. Her name on that side. And then the back, I think they all have different colors is what I've noticed. Seems to be the theme for the backings of these cards, which is pretty cool. It shows the rest of the series in there. Some nice little beauty shots. And it gives her stats that say 5'7", nobody's business what weight she is. She's from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Her debut was in 2010. Her finishing move is the Shania Pain, which is an excellent name, in my opinion, for a finisher. But we are going to rip this open. We're going to take a look at everything that's inside. So let's see. How do we open these? All right, so we got a little piece of tape right there. And then a little piece of tape right here on the bottom. And I think that's all we need to get her out. Right? Yep. That's it. So Rush got the green background on that as well. Right, a lot of accessories here, and you guys know that I like to take the accessories out first. Otherwise, you pop that figure out, could send this little stapler going flying. I can see it already. I'm looking into the future. All right. Taking out the hands next. Gonna take out her dog Presley, which I think is an awesome accessory. I feel like anybody who has a pet, like, and they just are offered to have it in their figure, it's like an automatic yes for them. Kind of like the CM Punk Zombie Sailor Toys. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to say no to a figure of Larry, so you can't blame him. All right, so I don't even know where to begin with these, man. So initially when they showed the premium figure off, I was expecting it to be the exact same body mold, essentially, a lot of the same sculpting and everything as the Fanaticos, but there's some and then there's really not a lot. So let's really unpack that. First off, I will say this, they did get her backside very, very accurate. I love how the midsection of the torso goes into the for lack of a better word. It's a crotch piece. And then we have the upper torso, very like Ultimate-esque, but a little stiff at first that I've noticed with these figures. And then you kind of got to loosen them up. But that is not a problem. That is like a good thing. I would rather have it be stiff initially, and then I am the reason it becomes loose, as opposed to getting it loose. And yeah, that's what she said. So here are the rest of the details. She's got her wristbands on, which are sculpted completely. All of the, you can see all of the beading and such. All the studs all around her gear. Very, very nice. She has her tattoos right there, with color this time, on her forearm. Very nicely done. All of the detailing on her gear is beautifully done. You can see right there, they got the mesh on the sides. She's got the boots with the fur, the apple bottom jeans. Very, very nicely done. All right, cool. I love the colors as well. Even though it's not, it kind of reminds me of Christmas, and I love Christmas. Now, the head, beautiful. Looks just like her. The shaved side, the hair is flowing. So much detail in the hair. And I love that she's got the flowers in the hair as well. It looks very cool. Reminds me of the May Queen. So there's also an additional non-flowered head right here, you'll see. And she's got the busted up nose. Look at the fine detail in that blood. It's like coming from her eye, and then she's got it right across her nose. Unreal. Unreal. I love it. I think it's awesome. There they are side by side. You can see it's not the same head sculpt, obviously. Same hair sculpt placed on top, but I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that 1 second. So, let's see. How easy, so easy to take the head off. I didn't even get to finish the sentence. That's how easy it is to take the head off. How easy it's to put, so easy that I didn't even get to finish the sentence again. Easy to put the heads on and off, which I always love. Sometimes, like, they're a little bit too tight and you're afraid that you're going to break the peg inside. She has a pink staple gun, which is, if you're going to open these up, it's a must that she's displayed with this, in my opinion. So I'm going to see. One thing I'm liking, the fingers are flexible. Look, flexible, but not too flexible. So you can put the staple gun in there. And look, the staple gun in the hand looks very realistic, the way she's holding it. So I love that too. I love the realism. It's tough. I kind of want to display her with the busted face, but I also kind of want to display her with the flowers. So she's got this hand as well, which is pretty impressive. Look at the creases on the inside of the palm. A lot of detail there as well. She's got that for the left hand as well. And of course, 2 fists, which are very nicely done as well. The sculpting on them is great. You'll also notice that the skin tone is incredibly more realistic on the new premium as opposed to the very, very, very pale, almost translucent Fanatico. So an upgrade there. Overall, detail-wise, so this is like worlds better, as it should be. Now, what I wanted to also comment is that this portion right here, the bottom portion of her gear, is very similar in the vein of like Storm Collectibles, how they do theirs. There's obviously like a plastic piece in there connecting the legs and such, but then they put this almost like rubberized so that you can move in the gear. You'll see how it's creasing up. Move in the gear and still have that very authentic look to it. So I think that is a nice touch. I think that's the way this should always go. So looks awesome. I'm a horrible poser, guys, but I'm trying here. Let's see what this one is. We're going to put the other hand on. Hands are easy to take on and off as well. There you go. And she can just pose her like that. Very well done. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Now, I know a lot of people are going to want to see this in comparison to an Elite. And I would say, if you ask me, the scale's completely improved. To me, the scale's great now. You'll notice how underscaled they were before. It's just overall very, very underscaled. Okay? And that was the biggest complaint with this line. It is improved. I could tell already just by looking in the box that it's improved. But what I also want to say, and I have said before, and I will continue to feel, I don't really care if companies make figures in scale with Mattel. Just like I don't care if they make them in scale with Jazzwares. And here's why I personally, my collecting habits is I separate everything. So I don't mix AEW with Mattel's. I'm not going to mix this with Mattel. So it doesn't really matter to me if it is the exact scale with the figures, if that makes sense. I believe she's 5'7". 5'7", okay? Which is like, a fairly tall girl. I honestly would have thought she was taller, to be completely honest. But this looks more like a 5'7" girl in scale with everything, as opposed to this one. This is like it's like a 5'3", 5'2", in my opinion. But anyways, so I don't really care if you do. These are much more in scale, so I think you'll be very pleased to pick these up and add them to your collection. I also noticed that the MLWs appear that way as well. But I think my favorite thing about this is realizing like how easy it is to move the fingers. That is, especially for holding things, it's such an improvement in anything. Like, I feel like the WWE ones are way too stiff, right? So we're going to take Matt Hardy out of here for a second. All right. Anyways, so the last thing I want to talk about is Presley. They included her dog, and man, it's actually pretty good. It even has an anatomically correct area. Pretty cool. Awesome. Be honest with you, before I did this unboxing, I had to look up what the dog's name was because I really didn't know. But I think it's very cool for her and her family that, like, your dog is now emulated in an action figure with you. And, like, one day, if God forbid, that dog passes on, she'll have an action figure with that dog. It's such a nice touch. Everything about this looks so good and looks just like Taya. So, congrats to her. Beautiful figure, a beautiful piece. And man, it's a fun one. Such an upgrade from the last one. Yeah, such an upgrade. There's nothing else you could really say about it. So, looks great next to it, but even better on its own. Hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Twitter is at TheFigHeel. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com, or simply go to HeelBooks.com. Make sure you join Whatnot at WhatHeeled.com, and you will get $15 off your first purchase. See you on the next one, guys. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need FigHeel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeeled.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.